Over the past few weeks, I've noticed something interesting showing up again and again. Users on Fire TV, Android TV, Google TV, even different TV boxes. All talking about the same method. But the results don't match. Some people claim it works perfectly. Others report unexpected errors. And some say the behavior changes depending on the device they're using. What's even more interesting is that many of these reports come from devices with very similar specifications. So today, I'm going to verify it myself. From scratch. No pre-configured settings. No hidden modifications. And no assumptions. Let's find out what actually happens. Before starting any test, I want to check the current state of the device. This is a step many people skip. But it's often the reason why two users get completely different results. Right now, I'm checking installed applications. Looking for previous installations. And verifying whether any leftover data remains from earlier tests. Because even small residual files can affect system behavior. Now I'm removing any existing data related to previous testing. Clearing cache. Deleting stored settings. And resetting the environment. I'm not doing this because I expect problems. I simply want the test to begin under the most neutral conditions possible. If something works, I want to know it actually works. And if something fails, I want to identify exactly where it happens. The cleanup process is complete. Now it's time to review system settings. I'm checking permissions. And several settings that commonly influence this type of procedure. Interestingly, different manufacturers implement these settings differently. And that may explain many of the differences reported by the community. So far, everything looks normal. No unexpected restrictions. No warning messages. And the system appears stable. That allows us to move on to the main part of the test. Alright. This is where the actual verification begins. I'm going to follow exactly the same steps that an average user would follow. No extra software. No professional tools. And no modifications beyond what's absolutely necessary. The goal is to recreate a real-world scenario as accurately as possible. The process is now underway. So far, the system is responding normally. No major slowdowns. Navigation remains smooth. And the initial loading process appears to stay within normal expectations. But there's still a lot left to verify. Because in many cases, problems don't appear during installation. They appear afterward. While we wait for this download to finish, I came across something interesting that several viewers recently recommended. It's a tool focused on privacy, network performance, and connection analysis. I've been testing it over the past few weeks while running different technical audits. And one thing that stood out was the amount of information it provides about network stability, server locations, and traffic behavior. It's not something every user needs every day. But for people who frequently test devices or want a better understanding of how their connection performs, it's worth looking into. Now let's get back to the main test. The download has just finished. And no error messages appeared during the process. That already eliminates one of the issues several users reported. However, that doesn't necessarily mean everything is working correctly. Now comes the most important part. Verifying post-installation behavior. I'm going to launch the process and carefully observe how the device responds. Load times. Resource usage. Navigation speed. And any unusual behavior that may appear. The first few moments usually reveal a lot. Especially when compatibility issues are involved. Interesting. The initial response appears stable. No unexpected crashes. No visible freezes. And the system continues to respond normally. However, I want to keep monitoring it for a few more minutes. Because some issues only appear after extended use. Up to this point, the results have been consistent. But there's an important detail to mention. Not every device runs the exact same Android version. They don't use the same hardware. And they don't use the same manufacturer customizations. That's why it's entirely possible for some users to experience different outcomes. And that's exactly why community testing is so valuable. If you decide to run this same test on your device, I'd like to compare results. Leave a comment using this exact format. Country device Android version result. The more data we collect, the easier it becomes to identify patterns across different models, manufacturers, and software versions. And that benefits the entire community. After completing the full test, here's what I can conclude. The procedure completed successfully on this device. No installation errors appeared. No major interruptions were observed. And overall performance remained stable throughout the verification process. That said, individual results may vary depending on your specific device configuration. So I'll continue reviewing comments and comparing real-world experiences. Thanks for joining me during this technical audit. If you're interested in real-world testing, step-by-step verification, and unbiased technical analysis, make sure to subscribe to Express Sideload. And I'll see you in the next test.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the